Good morning. Early o'clock. How's it going? P.R.'s coming. P.R. is a guy down the road who you've seen before. He cut the trees. He's come in and done work here before. The old workshop, I went on the roof because I felt it had more support. But nowadays, the new roof on the workshop and the new roof on the carport, I feel aren't as strong as they were before because they're new, rebuilt, and I don't feel comfortable walking on top of them. So I asked, Jan asked PR to go on top of the roof and brush all the leaves off. And there's a lot of leaves up there, so you think each time it rains, right? Each time it rains, the water sits in the leaves, which is turning to dirt, and all that weight's up there. So I thought, you know something? I think it's time. Technically, rainy season's over, and the leaves have fell off, and the new ones are back for the year. So he's coming in a little while. He's supposed to be here at 9 o'clock. I don't really feel like eating breakfast, so I have some it's a protein drink that you can buy in 7 and most places now. It's quite popular. 30 some grams of protein, but the flavor is Thai tea. It's like a Thai tea color. Anyway, I got that and a banana to eat before he gets here. And then what we're going to do is, well, I'm going to help, but he's going to go on the roof and sweep everything off. So I'm going to have a quick bite and we'll wait for him to show up. Just sit over here and feed the birds for a little bit. This is what I like to do in the morning when nobody's coming. I try to come out around 8 and sit quietly, and the birds will all come to get some food. The Ray's been over there, and the baby birds have been down behind me, behind in the water. But what he normally does is he comes to the gate and shouts at the house until I come out. But we'll just sit here for a little bit. Just wanted to say good morning. Hope everybody's doing well. What's happening here? I've been trying to update my channel with a better picture, a better introduction, and so on. It's not something I focused on before. I'm not really a person to write a story about myself and say, isn't Kevin so great? That's what it really entails, and it's not something I'm good at. But I was been talking to AI and asking them for advice, and they said it's absolutely important. So I'll write something. Right now I'm like, I had something and then I changed it to something I thought was good, and then AI said it could be better, which I think they always do. Whatever you do, they say it could be better. So I think this time I'm going to do it again, and if I'm happy with it, it'll stay like that. But I had a banner of a woman from a photo fair I went to in Bang Na about 6, 7, 8 years ago, and I never really updated it. So it's a purple background with a woman's face in, which doesn't really signify me. And here in this, you know, the photography side maybe, but so I need to update it. So I updated it once, and AI helped me design it, but they completely messed it up. So last night I had to find a picture and then just write Kevin in Paradise on it. That worked straight away, and all I had to do is move the text up. Move the text up about a centimeter or two, and it worked perfect. So I'm happy with it. It'll do until I make something. So I was like, I've used layering before, where you can lay pictures on top of each other to make a picture. But I went to Pinterest and did a search and found a picture I really like. So it's, from what I understand, nobody's going to get excited because I'm not making money from it. It's just like, here I am sort of thing. So maybe nobody will say nothing. If they do, I'll change it again. But it's like, if I put it in a video and it's monetized, I could see them getting excited. But it's not technically making money. Anyway, I found something I think signifies Kevin in paradise. So I'll just put my name on it and maybe a few other things, and then I can put that up. That'll be a new one. I think that's it. Yeah. I will go in and eat and wait for him to start shouting. This is Pia on the roof. He is a friend from down the road. I think he's like in his late 50s. And one of the gentlest, kindest souls I've ever met in my life. Just a very gentle kind of character. And when I got this built, the builder says, build it steep so then it won't collect leaves. He says, okay, good idea. And what does it do? Collect leaves. I think the only way is to have it like virtually like really, really steep. But that doesn't serve very much point. Anyway, it's relatively steep. So Kevin's not going to go up there for sure. And he's just barefoot walking along. So I'm happy to pay him. It'll probably take him 4 hours. He's going to do this roof, the roof behind him. You can see down there behind him, the flatter roof. That's my carport. Then he's going to do the workshop, the waterfall, which is not that important, but take the weight off it and saves the metal. When the leaves decay, it turns into dirt and just sits there and creates a weight. So have it cleaned off. The normal pay for a whole day's work is like 350, 400 baht, something like that in this area. So I'll give him more than that. And he's always like, I don't need that, just do it for friends. I said, nope. Take some money. Because, you know, Jan says, I bet they have some money. Because just because they dress the way they do doesn't mean anything. This is local Thai culture, so. But at the same time, I'm not asking him to do it for free. No way. You know, if I did something for him and then he did something for me, then I'll say, okay, I got it. But I just think, you know, pay the guy for what he's doing. So it's the November now, so hopefully the leaves will come off again at some point, but you can do it again at some point if he's happy. But he just jumped up there and barefoot and is doing it really fast. You know, I can use this opportunity to talk to you while we're watching him. And that is, you know, part of me wants to tell you things, and part of me says don't. But I think I'm going to share this, so some people might hear it and some people might not hear it. He's talking to his wife who's behind the wall.
เนี่ยดูเนี่ยอันนี้เขี่ยยังไงกันมันจับแน่นปึ๊บเลยมันจับแน่น
What am I trying to say? Okay, visualization. So there's people like Joe Dispenza, Alan Watt. It's early in the morning, so my brain's not functioning well, but there's many people who talk about this and how the brain functions, and they do scans to see how the brain functions, and so on and so on. So there's many different words or techniques that are used for it. Visualization and manifestation, and all these different nice words we use to describe something. And what am I trying to say? Well, if you sit down and find a peaceful place, create a peaceful environment within your mind, and let your body relax and be calm, and visualize whatever it is you want for like 3 to 5 minutes. Just sit quietly, spend 3 to 5 minutes in the morning and in the afternoon or evening, whenever it's quiet for you, and visualize what it is you want in a beautiful, peaceful environment. And that is the original form of prayer. So if you want something for yourself, you want to bring something into your life, see something different in your life, what a simple and easy way to do it. Just sit and visualize it. Feel what it feels like to have it already. I do it. I've started doing it, but I think this is what happens. The more you do it, the more you can feel it. And then it becomes easier. And then it's like, at first it's like hard to obtain. At first it's really hard to obtain. But when you get used to it, it's like walking in a room and turning the light on and seeing what it is you want to see within seconds. Within seconds. So I've started doing it for what I want, and now all I want is peace and a beautiful environment. So that is how I create heaven and paradise. Create it in your head first, and then watch it develop around you. So I said to Janet about a couple of years ago, it'd be nice if more and more birds come. And you know what? This year, each year, more birds come, different species, not more of the same, but there's a yellow one that keeps coming at the moment. A big yellow one with a long beak. I mean bright, bright yellow. So you can bring whatever it is you want. Somebody filled my drain up. Oh my goodness. And then when it rains, it'll wash the rest of the dirt off. But it's a little bit windy today. It's not supposed to rain, but it's a winter wind. So when it's winter time, the wind comes and it's cooler. So there's a nice breeze right now, and it's cool. So winters, which means no rain for the next few days. So I think Friday it's supposed to rain again. But whenever it decides to rain, it'll wash the roof. So the main thing is to get all the leaves off, because the longer it sits, it makes the paint fall off, and then the metal starts to rust. So if you want it to last longer, clean it off. So he's up there cleaning it for me, and I'll pay him when he's finished, of course. Local wage is about, for like an 8-hour day, is 400 baht, 10 pounds. That's all it is. But I think to myself sometimes, if you pay more then that makes the system not working. If you pay the same, I think to myself, would I work for 10 pounds for a day? Because I'm used to Western prices. So it's a catch-22. So I usually give him the 400 plus an extra 100, 200, 300 to say that, you know, extra thank you or something, make a big fuss. Because you did a really good job, thank you. You like, so it stays in proportion is what I'm trying to say. You're trying to walk between the lines without upsetting everything. Anyway, what's happening here? Well, the water is still up. It came right up yesterday and last night. It's kind of funny. I was expecting to see the garden full of water this morning, but it wasn't. So they let the water out, and then send you a message to say on the emergency warning system that pops up on your screen in Thai, which means nothing to me. But luckily Jan was there. She said, oh, they're letting out. I said liters. It's not liters. It's they said 217 to 220,000. So 220,000 cubic meters of water. So that's not liters, that's cubes. So a cube is 1 meter square. And they're going to let out 220,000 cubes of water. Anyway, they let it out. It was already up, and then we got the warning afterwards. Smart. So there was, you know, didn't have time to prepare for it. It's like saying they let the water out and then say, ha, we let the water out. No time to prepare. But luckily, it didn't bother me. I'll just show you. So right up again, right up inside. And if you come on this side of the wall, it's right up. Somebody's trash in there, and a bottle, and you can see where it goes into the pipe. It's come up since this morning, about an inch, but it's still not even in the pipe. You can see the waves come in, the wind blows it in, and it goes back out, see? Okay, he's done the workshop and the carport and cleaned it all back up. So all the leaves came off the roof, landed down here, filled everything up, so now it's all raked back up, and used the blower to clean it. This here is all tangled up in the ivy. Sad, but it'll grow back, so I'm happy with that. But it didn't. None of the plants got messed up. The orchids are still okay. The ivy's still okay. So everything's still okay. This has got some trees laying in it, but the leaves. The leaves inside there will decompose and give the plant nutrients. This plant struggled like mad to get started, but it's going good now. But this is all clean now, so happy. Drain's clean, so if it rains, it's not supposed to rain for about 3 days. So that'll give the river time to go down. You can see him on top of the waterfall now, cleaning the leaves off. He said there was not a lot, but he's spending a long time cleaning, so I guess there was a lot. But the good thing is, where the leaves decompose and turn to dirt and then get pressed into the metal, he's cleaning that off too. So the metal, but when he got up there, you could see it wiggling around. Imagine if I got up there twice his weight. Women gassing, not working, just talking, putting the world right. P-pen. What do you say, Jan?
Talking about like the thing.
What the thing? Just gossiping and whatever?
No, not gossiping.
Okay, I got a question. Earlier I asked you to ask P-pen if she ever seen the water this high in November. What did she say?
never on November. She say never have this high like a go down high. No, but rain yes, but this never.
So now, what is today? 6 or 7?
6.
Yeah. So you think tomorrow is going to be 1 week into November? I've only been here in this place for 10.5 years and never seen the water this high in November. But she said never, huh? Interesting.
Yeah.
But that's why I was saying, if they let the water out 50,000 cubic meters, leave it a day, let it out. But yesterday, you know what was funny? They sent us some text message, say emergency warning alert,
Yeah.
but they already let the water out. Like, hello? It's like telling you somebody opened the gate to let the horse out, and then about 8 hours later say, hey, your horse is out. Logic. No logic. So I trimmed these back, and Jan and P-Pan moved the branches out the way. You see how high the water is. Never been this high, she said, in November. So there's no rhyme or reason. It's just they do whatever they do, right? Let it out, hold it back. Like the other day, it went down 80 centimeters almost in a day. So how did that happen? Obviously opened the gate somewhere, but closed the gate, let the water out. Logic. So this was all nice and clean. I had these plants with white flowers in, all covered in leaves now. All my plants bent over. Because people don't think about, like I think, you know, threw a branch off the tree straight into the flimflower. Frangipani, flimflower, yeah. A mess. But it's off the roof, so now I get to clean it all up, huh? Woohoo! Good job I stopped here, wasn't it? And didn't keep walking. Look at it wiggling. You see underneath wiggling as he's working? Nice, huh? Get it all cleaned off. That's, you know, you think it's just leaves, but it's weight. So especially when the rain gets in it, it's just weight pushing down unnecessarily. So get it off. The leaves have already fell off and they've grown back, so that'll be okay till next year. The waterfall's a mess at the moment. I got these bales of straw sitting in there to keep them dry through the rainy season. But I want to lay them down here to get some nice dirt, because this dirt's got a lot of rocks in it. So I put that on it and then put some of them leaves on it, and then they'll compost down into nice dirt. I still got to put that pickup on, and then I can clean this mess out. And I want to put plants in here. These are like plant pots over there and one over there. So put dirt in it, put some plants in it. Today's the first time I've seen them swimming. Never seen them swim before. These ones over there running around in the weeds and they're swimming. So they're over there working. Well, the ladies are talking and he's on the roof working. So the ladder's over there still. He climbed down a tree and then onto the ladder. Well, he climbed up the ladder onto a tree and then onto the roof. So when he comes down, he'll do the same. He calls himself a monkey when it comes to get on something. He just climbs up the tree. Anyway, I was trying to tell you earlier about, you know, if you somebody gives you £1,000,000, which is like a 1.6, about $1.4 million, if somebody give that to you, or you won it in the lottery or something, what would you do with it? Would you go out and buy things, pay your bills, buy a new house, buy a car? So what if you already had those things in a dream? So mirroring, manifesting, draw it to you. There's so many different words used for prayer. There's so many different words people use. So just a little exercise for you. Like when you wake up in the morning is the best time, and just before you fall asleep is the other best time. For me, I always find, you've been busy trying to get ready for bed, you lay down in bed, and all you want to do is sleep. So my focus is just on emptying my mind and dropping off. But when I wake up in the morning, I like to be asleep. I never used to. But now when I wake up, if I can, I go back to sleep. Normally I cannot. 90% of the chance I cannot. But before I get out of bed, I lay there with my eyes closed in the sleep state, which is the right energy to do this. What I'm talking about is to visualize what it is you want. So how do you visualize it? You see it in a video, you see it in a picture. For me, it's like I've done it so long now. It's basically like there's a door in your house, and inside, let's say a door that's not in your house right now, but you see a door, and you open that door, and when you walk in, everything that you want or dream of is in there. So all you have to do is open the door, go into that room, or under a tree, or wherever that place is, but you open the door to go to that place and see what it is what it is you want. But don't look at it like, I need that, I need it now, come on, where is it? Because that brings anxiety, and then you just give up. But do it for fun and expect, something's going to come, but expect nothing. Like, that's not, you need to expect it, but without anxieties of, tomorrow is going to be a tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. You have to have the clear mind. So you can say it's clairvoyant. There's so many different words you can use for it. But just as an exercise, without any stress, if it's health you need, visualize it. If it's, what does that look like? If you want to be young, slim, have a new car, whatever it is, you can share with me what it is in the comments if you're brave enough, and I'll share you what I do. Paradise. Don't ask me why, but I've been thinking about paradise since I can remember. When I was a young kid, this guy's got a new scooter. Every day, all day, up and down the road. Nothing better to do, just up and down. So, the house I had in the U.S., same intention. It was 5 acres, 5-point-something acres. I think 5 acres dead, I can't remember. 5 acres something, and mainly woods. And it was an old house, and I fixed it all up until it looked like a mansion. It was brand new, inside and out, everything fixed. Garden looked nice, trellis, porch, bay window, everything. But I just visualized peace, and I visualized, what is it? I think somewhere deep inside me, I feel, don't want to get into the Bible, but like in the Garden of Eden, God created the Garden of Eden for Adam and Eve to be in the garden. And somehow, I don't know where I get it from, but somewhere deep inside I see the same thing, that I can create a space and put the plants in, and if I create a space nice enough, nature will come, birds, whatever. but I mainly have plants. But the point is, somewhere deep inside of me, from as long back as I can remember, I have a strong pull to nature. When I lived in Germany, I used to go, there was a big wood with some rolling hills in. I'd just go in there and hide. And on the weekends, sometimes people would come in the woods, and I had places I'd go and sit, and they couldn't find me. Not they were looking for me, but just people out enjoying their weekend, but I just leave me alone. So whenever we did stuff when I was in the green clothes, whenever we did stuff, people would complain and moan. To me, it was like, this is so easy. Cold, hot, whatever, I managed easy. So, manifesting is a good word, manifesting. And that's what we're supposed to be here to do. We're supposed to be here to live whatever it is, whoever you are, in whatever way you want to live. Sadly, what we do is we're programmed in school to get a good education, to go get your 9-to-5 job and work till you're 65, and then you're supposed to start to live. What happened to live when you're born? Like the Amish. Amazing, huh? Anyway, we can go on for hours, all down different alleyways, talking about different things, but the main thing is, what I always say to you, buckets of blessings. Why do I say that? Because there's this little breeze, so there might have some wind noise. I apologize. Why do I say the things I say? Buckets of blessings. Because that's what I want you to have. Rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. Because that's what I want you to have. You know, I could go get an apartment to say to Jan, I had enough here, I'm leaving. Bye. Sell this house, share the profits with her, and go to Pattaya, get an apartment, walk around playing with girls all day long, drinking beer. But dude, that is like the other end of the spectrum for me. I think, you know, that's great if that's where you are, but how much more can you be? Who are you inside? You know, if I went to Pattaya, what I'd do is try to find a shop somewhere with a glass front and maybe sit in there and do YouTube and artwork and have like a little studio, watch people going by, get to know the locals. You know, you can call it and bring a drink for you, or you make your own drink. You know, people come and sit and have a cup of tea, coffee, talking, and then share a piece of cake, and then off they go. You go around the corner to get some lunch, go have a nap. That's what I would do if I lived somewhere like that. Get to know the local people, develop my Thai really, really well. Creating YouTube videos or videos and pictures and playing. I started playing with AI to develop pictures. You have to write a long story, but it has to be detailed. And then when you give it to them, they take that, they look at it, what you wrote, and then somehow they create what you ask. You know, they don't have a conscious like we do, but they can read it, and they create a picture in their memory somewhere, and then you can watch it being developed on the screen. Fascinating. I showed you that picture already of me, what I created of myself. But I'm just working on some other things for myself, developing ideas and stuff, and then when I get to where I want, I'll create something with it, and then I'll share it here with you, okay? So I think I'm going to close off, guys. I need to go get a shower. I am soaking wet, stinky, full of leaves, and I haven't even had no breakfast yet, and it's gone lunchtime. I had a protein drink, Thai tea flavored protein drink, and one banana and a couple of sips of water. Hungry. In Thai you say huma. Hungry a lot. Okay guys, thanks for hanging out. Buckets of blessings, rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. And the word for the day is clean roof. If you got to the end, leave a comment saying clean roof. I love it when you guys do that. Cracks me up. I feel like when I'm talking and I think of that, I feel that somebody's there. Not just people come by, should I watch? No, I don't care about that today, gone. But the people who come every day and watch, there's a few. And I feel that that's my tribe. Thank you so much. See you guys. All the best. Buckets of blessings. Rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. See ya.